Yo, what is good, Bills Nation? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have some more news, notes, highlights, observations from another day here at Bills training camp. Now, I believe this is my first time covering the Bills this offseason for training camp. So if you guys want more of these type of videos, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button and also comment down below just saying you want more Bills coverage, and I got you guys covered. We'll see how good this does, and if you guys do show some love, I will continue to post some more Bills videos. But in this video, I will be covering pretty much a couple of guys who have looked good, as well as some news that came out regarding Josh Allen, which is some big news that you guys will want to hear, so stay tuned for that. But before we get in the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will be covering the entirety of camp, training camp, preseason, regular season, signings, trades, everything you can think of, as well as I will be live streaming some games throughout the season. So make sure you guys are here for that. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. Now, one of the biggest names coming out of yesterday's practice was, a guy who has been climbing up the depth chart. A former UMass wide receiver, Andy Isabella, has been absolutely lighting it up, and during yesterday's camp, he absolutely had a phenomenal day. Most of these are just going to be Josh Allen throws, so I apologize for that. But Andy Isabella was absolutely phenomenal. The former second-round pick of the Cardinals back in 2019. Talent was never the issue with him. It was just kind of putting it together on the field. And man, is he starting to do that here with Josh Allen. Now, I'm not going to say that he's going to come in here and be a day one starter by any means. And, quite frankly, he's honestly trying to fight for a rush spot at this point. But he has been so good throughout camp so far. And I expect him to just continue to get better as he builds chemistry with a guy like Josh Allen. And we're probably going to see a lot of Andy Isabella over the next few days of preseason in training camp, so that will be interesting. We also saw a flare up between Stefon Diggs in a corner when he got, he caught the ball, got pushed to the ground, and he was really unhappy. They never really tackled to the ground or in training camp, and someone did, and things immediately got a little tensed up, man. Things immediately get tensed up. I want to say it was Teron Johnson who actually brought him to the ground there. I'm not going to say that for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was him. And then they kind of got a little heated up, so that was very interesting. It did get broken up very shortly after it started, so nothing crazy happened. We saw Dalton Kincaid actually have a amazing practice. He seems like he's going to be, absolutely phenomenal here for the Bills offense. They also have Dawson Knox too, who's been good. So I'm excited to see how they utilize both those tight ends for the most part. I feel like they're going to be really deadly together. And we can already tell how good Kincaid's actually going to be. He's just setting up plays for other guys. He's getting open. He's just doing what he needs to do. Gabe Davis was another guy who's been standing out, most notable guy, but he did miss practice, so he was sitting out, which we got to see a little bit more of Trent Sherfield. He was right there. Andy Isabella saw a little bit more burn, so that was good. We also saw Balin Spector was also added to the injury list. Defensive tackle Eli Anko, Terrell Bernard, Cam Lewis also did not practice as well, and then Damian Harris did return to practice after missing the last 3 practices and the preseason game due to an injury, but he seems like he's locked and loaded to go. But with that being said, we do have some more news here regarding Josh Allen. He will be starting their next preseason game with a variety of other Buffalo Bills starters as well. So I'm excited to see how this offense looks as a unit, if we're going to be able to see, Josh Allen and Dalton Kincaid with Dawson Knox and James Cook. And don't get me wrong, man, James Cook looked absolutely incredible in the last preseason game, and I think he's going to be someone who really is utilized a lot in this offense next year. But you can't forget, Damian Harris is a very productive running back as well. And then Latavius Murray also looked very good in his preseason game as well. So there's a bunch of guys over here that I'm actually very excited to see in terms of Trent Sherfield, Khalil Shakir. You got Justin Short of the 5th round pick. So there's a lot of guys I'm excited to see, but this is what I want to hear from you guys. Who are you excited to see? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.